Let's see. Okay, there's less of the notch. I had a negative 15 on the 200 level, 200 hertz. Now I got it down to negative 7. Notice any difference?
Yeah, it sounded a little bit warmer, a little better. What's factory? I think it's a -3, isn't it?
Let me
Wow, look at the overdrive on that signal.
see. Factory is 0, over.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah, I think -6, a lot of them put them on -6. 781 goes to -8, and the PR40 goes to -10. So somewhere around a -6 should probably be all right. I'm hearing some noise in the background. Is that an amplifier?
Yeah, I got an alpha amplifier next to me there. I got a shock mount on this too, so it's probably not the vibration. It just might be some air noise in the room.
Yeah, it is. Well, no, I'm hearing fans. Sound like you need a windscreen over your mic would help.
I do. I have one.
Oh, it's a foam that sleeves down over the mic, or is it a disc?
No, it's a foam cover over the mic with a shock mount with a boom, over.
Okay, what amplifier is it?
An Alpha 77 SX.
Oh, there's where the noise is. Yeah, I understand that. They put out little fan noise. It's not too bad. It's comfortable. It's just a little 10% in the background, I guess you'd say. Okay, well, I think your bass is doing better. Normally I never touch EQ2. EQ3, sometimes we bump that up a couple of dB over factory. Some of them run them full up for a little more trouble. But the bass is very critical on these 101s to get it set just right. And normally, like I say, usually around a -6 is kind of average, I guess, over.
Okay, yeah, let's see. I've got it at -6, and I got the EQ2 at -6, and I have the EQ3, which is at 2400 hertz. I got it at +8.
It's something called audio. What's the name of it? It's automatic level control, something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, when you are not speaking, it turns the volume up, and you hear your fan noise. It should do that. If you turn that feature off, I think that would help you. Or some other adjustment there where they run it about 85%, and that may be your level control on your mic, not mic level. It's some other automatic control to kind of, if you get too close to the mic, it turns the mic down. Get too far back, it turns it up, and that if you get disabled, that might help you.
Yeah, I think that's that AMC. I've got that turned off right now, I believe.
I think this is a good example of overcompression with overdriving.
I gotta find it first in the menu. I'm still learning this radio, so I'm gonna have to research that and mess with it.
Yeah, well, when you back the bass down, it also helps back down some of the noise off of the fans too. Sure does. What I'm using here is the EQ Plus box. You might want to purchase an EQ Plus box. The only problem is they're about $300. You don't hear any noise in my background because this box includes a noise gate, downward expander, and I'll show you what it sounds like with it turned off. I don't know if you can hear my fan noise there in the background. How come my audio don't sound too strong? What did I do? Oh, I turned the wrong button. Wait a minute, let me think here. Something's not right.
Look at that. He got his drive down where he's not splattering as bad.
It's hard to move in. I'm hardly putting out any power. I switched something off and back on, and now it's a mess. Oh, boy. Just a minute, I got to figure this out. D level. Output level looks good. Gain's all the way up. Boy, oh boy, I hate it when I have problems like this. Processor's on. See what my mic level is. %. Gee. I hit something that sure did screw up my radio. I wish I knew what it was. Oh my goodness. Hello. Just I don't have any drive on my mic. Gee. I'm sorry I keep talking here, but I'm trying to figure this out. What I did to my radio. Still on frequency. I'm locked on. The gain is wide open. Output level. Hello. 1, 2, 3. I guess I backed my output level off. There we go. Now we're putting out lots of power.
And did you notice he said his gain was wide open?
1, 2, 3. Let's stop the scale on my LC. So I've got what I was going to show you. Oh yeah, I was going to show you my audio. This is with the noise blanker, noise canceling off. Hear the background sound? That's 5 little tiny Nokia fans. They're 3 and 4 inches. They're in my amplifier, and they make a little whining sound. And I turn this EQ Plus box noise gate off and on. I turn it on, and it kills my background noise, so I'm not competing to talk over the noise. Over.
Oh yeah, that was very noticeable difference with that noise gate turned on. Very noticeable. Well, I'm glad you got your issue figured out there. Yeah, your audio sounds good. I'm going to keep playing with it here. Like I said, I just hooked this microphone up today, and I'm still kind of playing around with it here a little bit. So got a little bit ways to go, but I appreciate your input, and I'm glad I got the bass to sound better at least. Not so boomy. Back to you. Over.
Oh man, you sound like in a room with me right now. You're almost 20 over, and audio sounds good. You could maybe use just a little hint more bass. I think we left on 6. Might try, what would it be, 5? Okay, which way you go to increase it?
Yeah, let me get down to that menu.
Be sure to get the one with the processor.
Yeah. Okay, so we want more bass, you say?
About 1 dB.
Okay, there's 5 right there. Over. I went from 6 to 5.
Let's go halfway between.
Oh, I can't go. There's no half position. It's whole numbers. So I went from 6 to 5.
That sounds good right there. Now, I think we got your treble sub too high. Did we go all the way up on your EQ3?
My foot keeps slipping off the foot switcher. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, let me go down to EQ3. And I got EQ3 set to +8.
Yeah, I think it's too high. Its factory is a 6.
No, factory is 0, and it's at 0 right now. So let me turn it up to, that's 8 where it was. And you say the treble is a little high?
Well, it sounded high until you started messing with it. I was going to have you bring it about maybe a 5.
Okay, well it's at 8.
A 5 or a 6 would be better, maybe.
Okay, let me change it from 8 to a 6. Stand by.
Let's see, that's NA 5 Charlie, Kilo Alpha 5, Delta Oscar Bravo.
Okay, I moved it to a 6. Does that sound any better for you?
Yeah, I think it does, but we're in a fade right now.
Yeah, you've kind of faded down a little bit too. There's a 6 station trying to get in here. I've heard him a couple times there. Can I help you, sir? The 6, go ahead.
Hey, hi. My name is Ron. I'm over here in Santa Cruz, California. And your audio sounds really good. Sounds really good right there.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Thanks for that input. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, I got you guys. How's the audio sound here?
Well, you're about an S1, S2 maybe, but as weak as the signal is, the audio sounds just fine. But again, you're only about an S1 or S2, but I can hear you just fine. Over.
Oh, okay, very good, very good. Yeah, it's unusual to be on SSD, but yeah, this is an old 940 Kenwood. 940 Kenwood I've had since 1989.
Well, it sounds just fine being a 1989 vintage radio. Well, very good. Well, thanks for jumping in and giving me the report there. Let me get back to Jimmy, okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, Jimmy, back to you. Over.
Yeah, I barely could hear me on the back of my Higgs beam, Steve, but you're pointed right to you now. I was pointed toward Dallas, and I moved it down toward San Antonio, down in that area. So, yeah, you sound really good. The audio's nice. Yeah, your trebles, when you had them up kind of high, sound a little too unnatural, and when you pulled them down, it made you sound more natural, and you got your bass adjusted just about right for your microphone. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for that help. I know you wanted to get out of here and go maybe have a nap or something, so get out of your way, and I'm going to tune around a little bit and see what else is going on in the band. Thanks for all the help there again, Jimmy. Back to you, KA5DOB and A5C.
Okay, what's your antenna for 40 meters?
For 40 meters, it's a 2-element beam at 100 feet. Over.
Oh, you'll be waiting for Bouvet maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I am. I'm ready to roll. Over.
Yeah, I've got the Higgs beam, and I got a 40-meter wire dipole all center fed by Buckmaster, and it's tilted toward the south. So I'm ready to go. I get pretty good reports in around the Falklands 5.9 plus. So I'm hoping I can get through the big pileup. It's going to be a monster pileup probably. Over.
Oh yeah, definitely so. Well, I don't need Beauvais. I've got them on sideband on a couple bands from an expedition back at, I think it was 80 something, or was it 95? But it was a 3 Yankee 5 X-ray. But I need them on CW, so I only need 4 countries to have them all on CW, and it's one of the 4. So I'm looking forward to getting them in the CW log for sure. But they're having some troubles, as you're probably aware of, with weather and stuff. And yeah, I guess the main thing is we want them to be safe and, you know, not do anything that would jeopardize any human health or, you know, anything like that. So yeah, they're deep in the thick of a mess, I'm sure. But they didn't go there to fail, so I'm sure they're going to persevere. This may take a while. Over.
Yeah, I hope it's successful. 22 days is a long time, but I know they're going to have to wait and see how the weather performs. I remember the first time they made a big, expensive trip down there, they had to leave because a huge storm came up, blew some of their equipment away, and they had to hurry up and get back on the ship to be safe. And so they pulled off and had to go back to Africa, I believe. But this next expedition sounds pretty promising, and everything works right. They should have their antenna and equipment set up for tomorrow, I hope. It's going to be on all the bands, code and sideband and FT8, I believe. So we'll see how it goes. Well, good talking to you, Steve. Yeah, we're going to have to pull the power here. The band's going long. I heard some stations coming on top of you in the distance. You know how it does when it switches areas, and that's what I'm hearing. So the band is going long for some reason this time of day. So we'll say 73s. God bless you and your family as always, and good talking to you. And your audio sounds really, really nice. November Alpha 5 Charlie, Kilo America 5 Delta Oscar Bravo. Going to power down and go QRT, I think is the word. 73, Steve.
Okay, Jimmy. Yeah, they're going to be all over if they can get set up. And right now, I think I follow them on Facebook, so the updates.